Welcome to my channel. Today we will talk about a drink that is loved by millions and addicted to thousands. It is the second most traded commodity in the world, after crude oil. This drink is undoubtedly coffee. Coffee is a drink from the seeds of roasted coffee, and is grown in more than 70 countries around the world. Especially in the tropics of Southeast Asia, North and South America, the Indian subcontinent and Africa. Coffee can have a stimulating effect on humans due to its caffeine content. Today, coffee is undoubtedly one of the most popular drinks around the world. So, here are 10 strange information that you may not have heard before. Let's get started. Number 1. Coffee is an evergreen tree with red fruits when ripe, and the coffee tree grows naturally in a tropical climate that is hot and humid in the growing season, and hot and dry in the harvest season. Number 2. The history of coffee dates back to the 10th century and perhaps earlier, according to some reports and legends related to its first use. Knowledge of the coffee tree dates back to the 15th century in Sufi monasteries in Yemen. By the 16th century, it had reached the rest of the Middle East, southern India, Persia, Turkey, the Horn of Africa, and North Africa. Then coffee spread to the Balkans, Italy and the rest of Europe to Southeast Asia and then to America. Number 3. The coffee culture was formed around the world and cafes, in the 14th century in the country of Turkey, where cafes in the continent of Western Europe and the Eastern Mediterranean were traditional social centers, as well as in intellectual and artistic centers, and in the late 17th and 18th centuries, coffeehouses in London became popular places to meet. It houses writers, artists, and social figures, and was also a center of commercial and political activity. Number 4. Denmark is characterized by its cold weather, which makes its residents use warm coffee in very large quantities, and it is considered an essential part of Danish culture, as you find coffee cafes on every corner of the public streets, specifically in large cities such as Copenhagen, Aarhus and Odense. Number 5. In the country of Turkey, coffee is served between meals, and some light Turkish desserts are served next to it, and there is also a common saying about coffee, that coffee should be black as hell, strong as death, and sweet as love. Number 6. Coffee is considered one of the basic, traditional customs in Ethiopian society, and it takes 2 hours of brewing in order to be ready for serving, and in Ethiopian history, it is said that coffee was served with salt and butter instead of sugar. Number 7. The period from 9:30 to 11:30 in the morning is the appropriate and safe time to drink coffee, due to the decrease in cortisol levels, the hormone of anxiety, stress at this time daily. Number 8. One of the legends says that coffee was discovered in Ethiopia by a shepherd, who noticed its effect on goats. Number 9. Coffee reduces the risk of a person developing cancer, the far killer of evil, because it contains a high percentage of antioxidants that kill free radicals that cause cancer. Number 10. Coffee helps effectively to burn large amounts of excess fat in the human body, which makes it suitable for all people who suffer from obesity, and also coffee reduces the risk of human exposure to liver diseases of all kinds, especially if the person drinks it in moderate quantities. In the end, I hope you like one day video. If you want a second part, write in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.